owners, system users, showing the status of the system, life cycle stages, daily transactions, database, and software that have been used, weaknesses, and assessment value of the organization. Here we can see that, for example, the CMS, Central Management System, describe the main functions of the human resource management, doing the personal information management and registration and statistics and interface. The database and server are known. We couldn't get the information about these two, database and server, but the technology is web-based and user-based and human resource management division and KPTM staff. And the system is used by Faculty of Computer Science right now, which is a client of the KPTM and the KPTM itself. And it's implemented in 2009, and the status system was implemented for managing student data and managing the registration and information. And they have budget and cost, and the problem of issue is no proper communication with the OLS system, the other software application, and the speed of the access is in a low rate. And value assessment is record registration unit, and lecturers may update the information and services online. That's the value assessment of this application. The next application is OLS. The main function is e-learning system that used to assist the process of teaching and documenting the learning process. Database, they use it all MySQL. The servers are outsourced, so we don't have any information about that network topology and anything. But the technology is web-based, and they use PHP, and the users are the students and lecturers. It's also implemented in 2009, and the system is in operation right now. And the transactions are accordance with the requirements and assessment values. It provides online environment for lecturer to students and student to students relations, as well as e-learning materials. Now in this table we have relationship functions between the functions and applications that are implemented for selected processes. For example, we have the CMS, they have the development and maintenance of portal, registration system, finance and grade evaluation system, and the relationships between them, and for example, approval of registration process, creating a student and staff account, and coordinating and monitoring the overall learning process and action on every improvement of the students. And the next table is about OLS processes and its functions. That's approval of learning sessions, student-to-student communication, and student-to-lecturer communication. The network portfolio. Infrastructure in the KPTM network can be broken down and categorized based on two main networks. CMS server networks that's located inside KPTM, and OLS network that's outsourced server. CMS is running only in KL campus right now, and it's being used for administration and academic sites such as maintaining the student and academic information. And OLS is being used for supporting e-learning issues and providing better and easier relationship for the student to a student and the student to lecturers. Having two separate systems and low in-house expertise are major issues for this current infrastructure. And this is the network topology that they use for the CMS, that they are located inside and they hosted inside the KPTM, and they use the Cisco network topology for their actions. And here's the infrastructure communication for OLS and the several locations, that because it's outsourced, so we assume that it's in the southern region and locations they are connecting by ADSL internet, and the capacity line is 1 megabit per second. And the other is Northern Territory, and with 1 megabit per second, the same. Currently, the problem or issues of current infrastructure is there is no developed strategy on inter-organizational communication. Only intercoms and just a basic webmail are used, and they are not have a special procedure to use them and benefit from it. And being multitask for lecturers and make them distracted from focusing academic side, the lecturer are actually used in levels of administration, academic, and even personal monitoring roles, because the lacks of ICT and the proper infrastructure. Hence, the problem with the loss of focus and work overload especially affect the quality of performance of them. And describing the main ICT infrastructure, the main ICT components at the faculty level are the servers and software. Servers are being housed elsewhere for OLES, and their administration is outsourced, reducing the time needed to spend on the house. That's the benefit, but the software components mainly comprise of the CMS that they are using it inside the KPTN, and a small web-made portal for basic communication and documentation for the software applications is very scarce and is supported personally through the developer and contractor. And the OLES supports academic processes, has no business cross-integration value. The CMS supports administrative information and main business processes regarding the financial, administrative, and academic reporting and interregional student report. The main problem detected is that the information system currently is in use do not have the capability of supporting all the business processes or their integration. Also, though they limited the scope of application for the students, the problem of accessing the student profile, the student study outside of the KL and campus area, the integration of the 7 campuses, also a centralized communication platform is missing. So, although the OLES provides some student lecturers, but there is a need for more infrastructure and planning for that. Apparently, there is an inadequate infrastructure for supporting internet access through the campus, either through wireless or via LAN, but the CMS can only be accessed inside the building for updating and editing by the lecturer and supporting OLES access. The OLES is hosted outside, as we mentioned, and there has only been the OLES software developed by one staff member, and that's the problem. And regarding the network components, there are servers hosting the CMS inside the faculty and the OLES outside through contractors. And for contingency plan, and this, as the CMS server is based on IT unit, there are recovery and backup and procedures which follow in the case of emergency. And ICT infrastructure is currently unable to support all needed services. This issue can be highlighted through the limited security containing the updating and editing of student marks through the CMS to only the faculty buildings. This process is not accessible from outside of the campus, unfortunately, right now. And in terms of ICT infrastructure, the opportunities seen are that using an all-sourcing strategy, the organization is not limited to any essential platform previously deployed in-house and has the possibility to look into any type of infrastructure options external.
Thank you. In the documentation, normally it's good to put point form. Some of the issues, problems, just one. Three, four. Very important. Otherwise, basically, what we need are there. But the true one, obviously, you have to
Find it.
do it better.
It's more to you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, my friend will continue.
Okay, bro. If you, I don't know, if you want to take a small rest. Or
Okay.
2 minutes, 5 minutes, it's all right.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe everyone can get refreshed.
10 minutes?
10 minutes max.
10 minutes.
5 minutes is enough for us.
5 minutes? Okay, done?
If everybody's okay with 5 minutes, small 5 minute break.
Okay. 5 minutes. That's okay. Obviously, I'm not looking for perfect.
Of course.